Last night we had some rain, not enough to wet anything, but you can see it fell. There's a couple of drops that changed the texture of the land. So if you do that, if you walk, it actually leaves tracks. So the excitement has been building regarding the amount of rain we're going to get, what we should do with our time left, how we should spend it, projects that we should put on hold to focus on more water harvesting structures. In the same breath, my wife fell sick. She's currently in hospital with, we think, what is tick fever. They did some more tests today now to see if there's not maybe anything else wrong. And so I didn't have enough time on the farm, or as much time on the farm as I could have had if she was still by my side. But this was something that the guys did today. So we are building a hedge with spekboom, elephant tree, as one of the main proponents, and so we are planting them. This is about 2 weeks now before they should be planted, but we didn't want to wait. Plant them in a little row close by one another like this, and so at the end of the day we hope that animals wouldn't be able to pass here. They actually might slow down the water in this little river thingy that they are standing in. See here, this is a little depression that they are actually standing in. So there you can see, if you zoom out a little bit, the land makes a depression, and all of that water runs through those branches over there, runs through there, and then run into that dam that we built by hand. And so hopefully this will not only serve as a hedge at the end of the day, but also serve to slow down the water. Then interplant this next to it and between it and so on with things like Leucaena, some different thorns. There's some local trees that's both edible and that's got thorns that serves great as hedges, so we'll be planting that in between. And then one of my clients today asked, have I considered mulberries? Now, mulberries, yes, I have been planting them, but I haven't actually considered them as a main species. But thinking about it, it actually serves very well, because these ones survive the cold to start off with. They grow fast, they are edible by both humans and animals, they are drought tolerant. I've seen them survive in drought areas. They coppice very well, and they can grow from cuttings. So Chris Strydom, thank you very much for your comment. As all of you know, I work for comments, so I love comments. Leave me some. But that one comment of Chris could have maybe changed a big direction of where we are going with the species of trees we are planting. Because if we plant mulberries next to these zipits over here, then we might actually be able to plant them this year already. I didn't want to plant a tree that needs tender love and care here, because I wouldn't be able to water them daily. But if we can plant something here that we can in the beginning maybe water twice a week, later on once a week, right next to these zipits, and I'm gonna do a video on how we're gonna plant them, what strategies we're gonna follow to reduce the evaporation and to reduce the amount of water we need. Then this whole area, let me just back up a little bit, this whole area can be filled with mulberries as the main species, and this can become friendly forest that I wanted to build right in the beginning for my children. So if you didn't follow my channel from the beginning, my main thing was to build a forest where my children can play. I grew up in a blue gum forest, and we had black wattles, both relatively friendlier trees than what we have here in Namibia. So we cut this down, we built little houses, we slept in them, we made fires. Here in Namibia, everything's got thorns. All the native species got thorns, and I wanted something friendly. So mulberry trees might just be able to give me that friendly forest. The thing that the guys did today, while I wasn't here, is increase the amount of Leucaenas that we've planted. So we want to add them all to this little greenhouse. Whenever I'm here, or that I spend time here, then they focus on zipits and swales and what's, and they don't get around to planting more Leucaena. as anybody that knows me, Leucaena is going to be playing a major role in this area, except for the fact that I don't get around to planting them as often as I want. I have about 100 of them now in little bottles, and then a couple around the farm growing outside. But one of the great things is when I'm not here, the guys get around to doing the things that doesn't necessarily require my attention. They can plant Leucaena, which is fantastic for me. I'm showing you this new life. I want you to remember to click that little bell button, subscribe, click the bell, do all of these things. This is a new prickly pear coming up very nicely. Subscribe, leave a comment, especially leave a comment. I love those. And you see, this one was hit back by the cold. See how nicely it's coming back now. Citrus. And so more citrus here. This one is going to be feeding off that demi-lune Zai pit, fertility pit that we filled with biochar and worm castings, as well as this one and that one. This is the end of day 29. Have a wonderful night.